been going on this month.
Yeah, man, let's get into it.
Awesome. Yeah. So I want to start with some shout outs to recently graduated MaidThis University locations. So we have Bob and Pam over in Pittsburgh, PA, where I was born, and then Brandon and Sarah over in Chicago. And then semi-graduated halfway through, we have Doug and Carmelina over in Baltimore.
Right.
Guys, be on the lookout for all of these. They're all great resources, great backgrounds, and they're going to be in the Slack channel just popping off soon. I know it. So
Yeah,
really
fantastic.
excited
They
to
already
see.
are. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, they are. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Excited to see how they go.
Yeah,
from here.
they've jumped right in. In fact, I think everybody, if not close to everybody, is going to have someone at the regional meeting coming up. So I'm super excited. I'll be heading up, and I actually was just sharing with some folks my hotel details. And in fact, Stephen, who's coordinating all of this, he's got a pretty sweet itinerary out there, just like a couple highlights. We've got live speakers, we've got axe throwing, we've got the like food and drink stuff, we've got a round table, you name it. We're gonna just crush a lot of things over there and hang out. So we'll miss you, Dan, but
that's okay. I love that dinner options: Korean barbecue, ramen, Thai, pizza, and wings, and then etc. Like those are your four main food groups. I love it.
That's right. Steve's in charge. It's gonna be awesome. Yeah, man. In fact, guys, super excited to announce too. We did tell the franchisees this past month that location for MaidThis Live 2025 is going to be in Tampa, Florida. It's going to be the weekend of October 3rd to the 5th. Can't wait. Super excited. We do want to encourage people, like we're kicking it off with some sort of social event Friday night. So get there in time for that. Don't leave before lunch on Sunday. We'll have more details to come, but super, super excited to get back into this and do another big event with everybody in person.
Yeah. And go visit Tiger Woods' little putt-putt golf area over in Tampa. Moving on to communities, some really cool stuff coming out of the franchisees this month. CNN article, guys, with featuring Brian and Jen over in Salt Lake City. They're like members of the Thumbtack Pro Advisory Board, and now they're just writing articles about them out of nowhere on CNN. That's cool.
Yeah, they're getting plugged in all sorts of like publications. Super cool. Yeah.
And they'll be famous anchors soon, I'm sure, for on the Thumbtack board of whatever. So awesome job to them. This is huge to have national publications and one of the biggest quoting engines that we use in our business.
For sure.
They're on the board there. And then we have Bree. She was recently featured on a podcast with like a realtor network. Really awesome. So take a look at that. You can see in the thumbnail kind of what the title of that video is, and kind of brings us into the next point. Bree's been doing a lot in the community. Jenny, if you wouldn't mind moving forward here.
Yeah.
She gave a whole presentation on how to leverage social media and networking and what she does. When you look at her lead sheet, I mean, she has digital marketing leads on there, but the majority of what she's closing are like lay down referrals and networking from real estate and DMing people and influencer campaigns. She's killing it there. So this is all archived. This roundtable, if you missed it, all archived in Notion for you to check out. Jenny's posted a couple of links about it also. So
yeah, for sure.
Really good stuff, Bree.
Yeah, pretty cool resources. Just some great takeaways from that call alone, just in a few minutes. So, and let's continue that, the thread of what's working for franchisees. So one of the other things that we're continuing to see positive feedback on are some of the SMS campaigns. So the two specifically we have here, Parker's still getting opportunities through the Airbnb, and that is getting a scraped list of short-term rental owners for your area. We have a Go High Level funnel set up that's doing a text campaign, so you don't have to touch it. Once it's going, it is generating opportunities in business for you to reach back out to and set things up. The other one here is the real estate agents, guys, especially this time of year, more and more, and you heard Bree in Milwaukee talk about it. We've got a couple other locations that are leaning into this, but we're going after some real estate agents and building partnerships. So again, this stuff is like pretty low cost, and we've got some strategies and SOPs on how to do this, and continuing to see wins here.
Yeah, free 99 leads are awesome. Another side note, if you don't know how to do any of those stuff or build the campaign, there's also a Notion SOP that just rolled out for this as well, literally walking you through uploading the leads that you get for free and how to start automating the text message campaign to these people. So feel free to check that out or ask where that's located.
Yeah, definitely.
We got the internal podcast. We got Steven, Ageless Steven, and Neil. The podcast was all about testing new vendors. So working through a bunch of different vendors. Neil's kind of like pitting them against each other on Twitter. Like, we're going to try you in 2 locations. Whoever's the best ROI for us is going to win, and we're going to have them as a preferred vendor. Neil's also been diving into finding maybe a happy medium between our vacation rental software and our residential software. So be on the lookout for that. He talks about it a little bit in the internal podcast. So really exciting that we might have a new solution for everyone coming soon that just makes 2-1. So yeah, that's really exciting stuff.
And extra cool that he's the one who's testing it out and coordinating that and seeing if it's a good fit for everybody, right?
Absolutely.
In fact, that kind of leads us into Crack the Code. So Crack the Code continues to be that initiative where we are testing vendors and we're bringing them in. We do have, and we'll announce it to the franchisees later today, we've got a B2B cold email vendor we're really pleased with. He's done some lead scraping for us and some cold outbound, and this is something, his performance and his cost to manage it is really exceptional. So we're excited about that. Also really pleased, and we'll share details maybe next month in terms of a car wrap. So this is something that Chattanooga is testing out for us, and really excited about this in terms of home services and lead gen. You can't be more productive sitting in traffic than if your car was wrapped. So looking forward to rolling more of this out. And we are testing out Performance Max, which is Google pay-per-click. And we'll have more to come in terms of updating you guys on those. One of the other things that we've done kind of from the marketing and the brand side of it, and we talked about this last month a little bit, is the new brand voice. So this is really us developing our brand in a tighter way. We want to set ourselves apart. We want to really just create the identity of MaidThis. So not only did we build out a Slack bot that can create messages that are in the brand voice, we're rolling this out to the website as well. So all of the new locations, if you'll actually check their websites out, the content's going to look a little different. It's going to follow the new brand voice, and then we are working on the rollout to the existing locations for the same thing. So super excited to see the investment in the brand. That's one of the things that you guys are getting being a part of this franchise.
I love that, by the way. It was super cool. I just used it for the first time a couple of days ago to write like an email to cleaning staff, and it was perfect. It was everything I needed it to be. So, and it got a ton of engagement. Like, everybody read it. I was so excited about it.
Yeah.
Awesome. The commercial cash flow challenge. Holy crap.
It's huge.
Start clapping for everyone involved. Jenny and Steven kind of spearheaded this with Stephanie Pipkin. And it was extremely awesome to see everyone's success so quickly. Like, hey, do this small task this week. And then the next week, she's like, did anyone get results? And the Slack channel was just flooded with, how do I price this? What do I do now? So it was so cool to see just that momentum of everybody coming together and just,
for sure.
I mean, it wasn't anything mind blowing, but just being consistent and doing what she said was game changer for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think we've had this discussion on a franchisor level, but we do see commercial opportunity as something that really we weren't sure where we stood in that. Like, what were the opportunities? And man, Stephanie proved that, and really we've already seen the conversion of opportunities in business. I think Chattanooga alone said they had 3 new clients based on this challenge. Guys, we did 4 weeks of it. We would meet, we would learn. Stephanie would walk us through a presentation and content, then assign homework. We had resources we pushed out every week based on the challenges for that week. We had winners based on their performance, and then drawing names out of hats. We had, you can see here, just like a handful of the big wins. So people sharing updates on walkthroughs, on quotes. Guys, this covered everything from like, how do you quote it to who do you contact? Like, that alone, that secret sauce of like, these are the kinds of businesses that we want to work with. Was really eye-opening, I think, for a lot of franchisees. So we're seeing a lot of folks run with it. I think we will continue to see commercial be a part of our business model going forward, and we'll have more resources rolling out with that.
Yeah, awesome stuff. I loved it.
Yeah, for sure. We'll jump in a little bit to tech support. Guys, this is something we want to make sure we're always pointing out, because we do have a killer tech support team. They're always doing stuff in the background, and sometimes we take that for granted, right? So just a few things, they completed over 164, let me try that number again. They completed over 644 tasks this month. That included 58 plus support tickets. Again, a lot of props to franchisees, by the way, who embrace the new support ticket system. That lets us track this. That lets these guys prioritize things, look for trends, and better really address any issues that come up. We are continuing to roll out Go High Level 3.0. So that's going out to new franchises every week. We also have new franchisees, in the midst of helping the existing group, there's new folks that come on. So we're constantly adding to the tech support workload, and these guys really do run with it. Some of the other stuff they're working on, in addition to obviously the new franchise locations, there is the 3.0 and even a couple tweaks I've already heard about on top of that you'll see get added. And then there's a franchise database update. There's a customer list update. Part of this, guys, has to do with how we are doing remarketing to our existing customers. That's all getting set up and managed through High Level. And then Freshdesk, which is the ticketing support system, we have a version 2.0 coming out. So a lot of cool stuff on the horizon, a lot of things going on in the background we want to make sure you know about.
And shout out to Eric for putting a lot of that stuff together, especially Freshdesk version 2. He's got a lot of ideas kind of coming through behind the scenes. So
absolutely.
Yeah, lead capture update. Everyone should have this on their site now. Yay. This is awesome. Yep. So when people go to your site, they're prompted to, number one, book now from $97. Awesome. Who's not going to fill this out? As soon as this was implemented in my location, I started to see Slack messages pop through. Hey, you have a new lead. And it had their freaking phone number on it. Yes. Yep. Thank God. I loved it. It was so good. Like being able to just call directly from this lead capture has been awesome for my business. We've already booked a handful of people from this, and it just rolled out in my location. So love it that it's rolled out for everyone now.
And I think it's a good call out too that because the original capture page didn't have some of that, and we heard franchisee feedback and really quickly were able to spin things up, work with the SEO team, make sure that it all went through and rolled this out really quick. So super pumped about that. With that, guys, it's always about what do you want. So same thing in terms of some of the things you've seen us working on or that we've delivered this month. We continue to ask for that. What is it that's going to help you grow the business, be profitable, be happy? Those are things we want to hear from you.
Awesome. Yeah.
Okay, that's it, man. We'll do it again next month.
All right. See you, Jenny.
All right.